Welcome back to the channel, football fans. Big moves are brewing in North London as Arsenal go all in on Eberechi and they might throw in a surprise defender to get the deal done. Meanwhile, Viktor Gyökeres is ready to force a dream move to the Emirates, even if it means boycotting pre-season. And guess who's back on the market? Callum Wilson is eyeing a new club with Everton, Leeds, and even Manchester United watching closely. Get ready for exclusive updates, transfer breakdowns, and the inside scoop on what's next for these Premier League stars. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a beat. Let's dive in. Ladies and gentlemen, the Viktor Gyökeres to Arsenal saga is reaching boiling point, and it's giving prime deadline day energy even though we're still weeks away. The Swedish goal machine, who's been on fire for Sporting Lisbon with a mind-blowing 97 goals in 102 games, is this close to joining Mikel Arteta's Arsenal revolution. But, as always, there's a twist. Sunsport reports that Gyokeres has personal terms locked in on a 5-year deal. The money? Good. The vision? Aligned. He even wants to be on Arsenal's pre-season tour to Singapore and Hong Kong, which kicks off the 19th of July. But there's one stubborn roadblock: the fee. Sporting Lisbon are holding firm at £68.9 million, and Arsenal are reportedly about £4.3 million short after negotiations in Lisbon, offering £60.3 million up front with another £8.6 million in add-ons tied to goals and silverware. And here's where it gets juicy. If Arsenal somehow fumble this, Gyokeres has a plan B, a worst-case scenario loan move to another European club just to get out of Sporting. Yeah, you heard that right. Apparently, he's ready to boycott pre-season training, which starts Friday, because he believes Sporting have gone back on a gentleman's agreement to let him leave for around £60 million this summer. His contract runs until 2028, but Gyokeres is done playing nice, and he's reportedly told them he will never play for Sporting again. Now, this isn't the first time we've seen this kind of pressure tactic. Last year, Victor Osimhen did something similar, ditching Napoli last minute and ending up on loan at Galatasaray, where he smashed in 37 goals in 41 games. And just like then, clubs are circling. Jose Mourinho's Fenerbahce, Manchester United and Juventus are all lurking in the background, watching and waiting in case Arsenal blink and the Gyokeres deal collapses. Meanwhile, Arsenal are keeping their backup plan warm. Benjamin Sesko, the 22-year-old Leipzig striker, valued at £70 million. Arteta likes him too, but Gyokeres has always been the #1 target, especially for sporting director Andrea Berta. With Gyokeres turning 28 next summer, his camp sees this window as now or never to secure a mega move while he's at his peak. So here we are. Will Arsenal get their man? Will Sporting finally budge? Or will someone else hijack the deal at the 11th hour? This is more than a transfer, it's a standoff, and it's only getting more explosive by the day. Stay locked in, this one's going right to the wire. Arsenal are cooking up something serious, and guess who's next on their shopping list? Crystal Palace midfielder Eberechi, the silky playmaker who just turned 27 and is eyeing a move like it's a fresh start in career mode. According to Sunsport, Arsenal's transfer guru Andrea Berta has already held talks with Eze's camp, trying to outmaneuver Spurs who, let's be honest, always seem a few steps behind in the transfer race. Now here's the twist. Palace want the full £68 million release clause, but Arsenal, playing it smart, might offer a young defender as part of the deal. No names confirmed yet, but the rumour is it's a promising talent with some first-team appearances. Meanwhile, Arsenal are moving like they've unlocked a cheat code. They're closing in on Viktor Gyökeres from Sporting. Kepa Arrizabalaga from Chelsea is already in the squad. Martin Zubimendi has been signed. Christian Norgard is almost done. But Berta's not stopping. Eze is the prize. He's a difference maker. Arsenal want more creativity, more goals, and someone who can carry the ball with confidence and flair. Palace, on the other hand, have their own concerns. With Mark Guéhi attracting interest from Liverpool and Newcastle and Chadi Riyad out with an ACL injury, they're eyeing Sporting's 21-year-old defender Ousmane Diomande as a possible replacement. As for Eze, he's all class. He doesn't want to burn bridges or force a move. He's taking notes from how Michael Olise handled his own transfer with dignity, staying respectful and professional throughout. That approach earned Elise a warm goodbye and even training access after the deal. Eze has 2 years left on his contract and wants a move that works for everyone, the club, the fans and himself. And given he scored the goal that won Palace the FA Cup last season, he'll always be remembered as a club hero. So will Arsenal get their man? Will Palace accept the deal with the player included? Or will Spurs come crashing the party at the last minute? This transfer battle is just getting started, and it's already one of the summer's most exciting stories. Just when Arsenal fans thought the transfer window couldn't get any more unpredictable, boom, out comes a rumour no one saw coming: Noni Madueke to Arsenal. That's right, reports from The Athletic and other sources claim Arsenal have already agreed personal terms with the Chelsea winger, a player known for his flair, unpredictability and bags of potential. But here's the twist again: classic transfer window behaviour. No official talks have actually taken place between Arsenal and Chelsea yet. None. Zip. And Chelsea? They're not letting Madueke go for cheap. Word is they'd want more than £50 million, using the likes of Anthony Elanga as the benchmark for pricing. In other words, if you want him, you're going to have to pay up. But Arsenal aren't putting all their eggs in the Madueke basket. The Gunners have also been linked to Real Madrid's Rodrigo and Newcastle's Anthony Gordon, as Arteta looks to add serious depth and dynamism to his attacking unit. But that's not the only Chelsea-Arsenal story making noise. There's growing concern around Ethan Nwaneri, the highly rated 18-year-old Arsenal prodigy, and yes, Chelsea are sniffing around again. Nwaneri, who made 37 first-team appearances last season, including 16 starts, has just 1 year left on his current deal. Negotiations with Arsenal have been dragging on for months now, and still no breakthrough. From what we know, Arsenal are desperate to keep him. And the player? He wants to stay too, but there's a catch: game time. Apparently, Nwaneri's camp wants guarantees, minutes on the pitch, development plans, not just bench warming. After all, at his age and with that level of first-team involvement, he wants to keep moving forward fast. The Athletic reports that Arsenal remain optimistic a deal will be reached. But with Chelsea lurking and Nwaneri's future hanging in the balance, fans are starting to sweat. So now the Gunners are juggling multiple fronts, chasing wingers, keeping their youngsters, balancing the books and all while trying to strengthen for a title charge next season. Madueke? Maybe. Nwaneri? Hopefully. Drama? Guaranteed. Callum Wilson? Outie at Newcastle, and the striker market just got spicy. After 4 goal-filled years on Tyneside, Wilson's time with the Toon Army is officially over. The 33-year-old has rejected a pay-as-you-play offer from Newcastle and is now on the hunt for a new home, and there are plenty of suitors lining up. Word is, Leeds United and Everton are leading the chase, while Manchester United have been offered his services for free. That's right, the Red Devils have had Wilson's name floated to them as a free agent option, but they're in no rush to decide. Now here's the backstory. Newcastle chose not to trigger a 1-year contract extension that would have kept Wilson on his £45k a week salary. Instead, they tabled a pay-as-you-play deal, a setup where a player's pay is tied directly to how often they step on the pitch. Great if you're fit, not so great if injuries have haunted your career. And for Wilson, that's the catch. While he's still got goals in his boots, 47 in 113 Premier League appearances for Newcastle injuries have been a recurring theme. That, plus the rise of Alexander Isak as Eddie Howe's main man, meant Wilson's game time would have been limited anyway. So what's next? Wilson wants a similar pay-as-you-play structure, but at a club where he can actually start games. That's where Leeds and Everton come in. Leeds want experience as they return to the top flight, and Moyes is looking to inject goals into an Everton side that just dodged disaster last season. United? They're playing the long game. Sources say they won't make any serious moves until later in the window once they offload some big earners. But if they're hunting a backup striker with Premier League experience and zero transfer fee, Wilson fits the bill. The man himself posted an emotional goodbye on social media. It's time to say goodbye after an unbelievable few years in the Toon. I'm proud to have worn the iconic number 9 shirt and to have added a little more history to it. And he's got a point in 2022-23. Wilson was Newcastle's top scorer and even came off the bench in this year's Carabao Cup final, helping end a 56-year trophy drought. Now, he's ready for one last run, a fresh start, a new club, and a chance to prove he's still got what it takes at the top level. Where will he land? Leeds? Everton? United? Or a surprise twist? One thing's for sure, Callum Wilson's story isn't over yet. Stay tuned. Marcus Rashford, banished or just building his exit? Marcus Rashford turned up at Carrington this week, even though Manchester United told him not to. Yep, the 27-year-old forward reported in on both Monday and Tuesday, despite being one of 5 first-team players told to stay away and sort their futures out. Ruben Amorim, United's new boss, made that decision last week, giving Rashford, Sancho, Anthony, Garnacho and Tyrell Malacia some extra time off. Translation: find a new club, lads. But Rashford wasn't having it. Instead of sulking or switching off, the England striker asked to use the facilities at Carrington. He wanted to stay fit and keep sharp in case that big move materialises. And, let's be honest, a move is brewing. United sources confirmed Rashford was allowed full access to the club's rehab, gym and performance departments, but trained away from Amorim's main squad both days. So what's really going on? Apparently, Rashford's not demanding to leave. No transfer request, no tantrums. But his camp says, after 20 years at the club, maybe it's time. Meanwhile, the big names are circling. Barcelona and Bayern Munich are keeping tabs. With Nico Williams snubbing Barca to stay at Bilbao, the Rashford to Catalunya talk just got louder. Don't expect to see Rashford on United's upcoming US pre-season tour. None of the banished 5 are expected to board that plane. But Rashford showing up anyway? That says one thing. He's not done yet. Not quietly anyway. The question now is, OD. Will he get his dream move? Or could he somehow fight his way back into Amorim's plans? Stay tuned. The Rashford saga might just be the biggest twist of United's summer. And that's a wrap on today's transfer roundup. Will Easy light up the Emirates? Can Gyokeres become Arteta's missing piece? And where will Callum Wilson land next? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Which deal are you most excited about? Smash that like button if you enjoyed the update, and don't forget to subscribe for more breaking football news every week. Turn on those notifications so you never miss a transfer twist. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Until then, stay passionate.